Hello everyone, this is Playtime. I'm going to be talking about the Hurricane Florence that's coming, and I'm going to show that it's actually going to take the exact path, or it's going to hit the area that the eclipse on August 21st, 2017, the eclipse came through right here. It started up in Oregon, and it came through, and it finished in right by Charleston, South Carolina, where Fort Sumner is. That's where the first shots of the Civil War were fired, and they're showing right here. It's going. Looks like it's going to hit North Carolina, but then come down through South Carolina. But it could get even lower, hit South Carolina. But either way, it's absolutely going to hit South Carolina, and that's the exact spot where the eclipse came out. And last year, 4 days after the eclipse, 4 days after the eclipse, we had Hurricane Harvey come through, and it hit Texas, right here, the Houston area, and that's the exact spot where the eclipse in 2024 is going to come, on April 8th, 2024. The eclipse comes through here, goes through, and comes out through Maine, and a couple days after the eclipse in 2017, it hit that exact area. And then Irma was coming up the East Coast, and they thought maybe it would hit this area, but it ended up going through Florida. And then the projections for it said it would hit this area here. That's exactly where the two eclipses would meet and do the X. But it died out about here. And then we had Hurricane Jose was coming up the East Coast, and it was projected to hit Maine. But hit Maine, the exact area where the eclipse in 2024 would leave. But it ended up dying. It died out like here, so it didn't exactly hit it. I even made a video in last year on August 31st, 2017, and I talk about Irma, that Irma possibly could hit South Carolina, where the eclipse left, but it didn't end up doing it. It ended up going again through Florida and that. But here's that. I'll play that little clip on there, me talking about it. Or even if it comes up and hits South Carolina, because remember, South Carolina is where it exited. So if it's Charleston, Fort Sumner area, and kind of moves up through here, and it weakens though, you know how it does, then that'll be weird too. But if it hits Maine, Portland, this area here, that'll really be weird. So there's that video. But it didn't end up hitting South Carolina. And I know some people say, yeah, hurricanes come and it could easily hit South Carolina. But, I mean, 4 days after the eclipse, we got, the Hurricane Harvey hits here. Irma almost hits here, and would have if it would have kept going. Jose would have hit here if it would have kept going. And these are just days and weeks after the eclipse. And now, this year, one of the first main hurricanes we got, Hurricane Florence, is hitting the exact spot where the eclipse in 2017 came out at. And I even said that would be in my mind, that's actually another sign to me. And there's one to look for now after this, because now we know it's going to hit Charleston, South Carolina, and Fort Sumner in that area. Now let's look for a hurricane this year, maybe next year, that comes up here in the West Coast, because we do have hurricanes in the West Coast. And let's see if it comes up through here and hits the exact area where the eclipse started in 2017. So let's look for that. And one of the first area it hit was Lincoln. It was a small city or town in Oregon. And Lincoln obviously was the president during the Civil War. And the last place it hit, the eclipse left, was Fort Sumner, South Carolina, where the first shots of the Civil War was fired. And you look in America today, if someone said a Civil War possibly could happen, it wouldn't really surprise too many people with what's going on in America today. And Dimitri Donovan, in the early 90s, was saying that America would be in a Civil War, and this is when America was most at peace, in the early 90s. And he said when this happens, this civil war happens, Russia would use that opportunity to strike America in 1 hour and wipes out nuclear weapons. But I don't think that's going to happen yet until the year 2021, because I think the Revelation 12 sign tells us when that happened. After the Revelation 12 sign, it'd be 1,260 days. Now, do we go by September 23rd, 2017? Do we go by December 17th, 2017? Because I feel that was December 17th, 2017 was Revelation 12, 3 and 4, I believe. So possibly count 1,260 days after that would bring us to May 30th, 2021. So I think things will happen to America, maybe, I don't know, a full civil war, stuff like that, and more bad weather, but I don't think it'll get really bad till the year 2021. That's when I think the 7-year tribulation will start, in the year 2021. Again, people say, hurricanes do hit. People do say hurricanes do hit, and it's not that surprising that it hit those areas. But this is only a year, 388 days after the eclipse. We got a hurricane that's hitting the exact area where it left. And again, let's just look. Let's see if it happens. Let's see if this year, next year, if we get another hurricane over here in this area where it came in at. Well, I just wanted to make that video. Guys, have a good day. It's been Plank Time. Thanks. And sorry about the screen. In OBS, I had it set wrong, so the screen's smaller. So sorry about that, you guys.